don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll find Lindsay here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought down at the 40.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Swift. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lindsey, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And off
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tariq Cohen, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
38-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Dolphins, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
By the Falcons.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up
now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by MKL Roby-Coleman.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards.
First and 10.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up second.
On play action, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Looking for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is He's not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And take it right on the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. A first throw for the backup Haskins. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Haskins. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 38, Haskins on the move to his left. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Swift. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Awesome.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. This is Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Falcons 24. Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Wentz again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
That keeps the score.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. For second down, if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Going deep here for Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They try again with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.